Talk about a roller coaster ride for Nvidia stock today, guys, and honestly, the entire stock market, which, if you all caught my previous video from today talking about the 25 basis point rate cut, what's going on with the Fed, you know why we sold off today. Well, the gist of it is because we're not going to see as many rate cuts as expected in 2025, and well, we got that news. Stocks crashed, and Nvidia came down aggressively. And guys, we have to break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do here. But first, smash that like button. Do not forget to subscribe and get your free stocks from Moomoo. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you guys this, but you got to do it. Use that link down below. Open up your account and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 free stocks. Fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more free stocks. And overall, your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY. So guys, again, use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. Take a sip of that water. Don't forget, stay hydrated, and let's get into it. And honestly, I might need to take a sip of that water in a second. But take a look here. Nvidia, man, it hit 136, almost 137 earlier in the day, which that was at about 11 a.m. East Coast time. And we got all the way down to 126 as of the aftermarket, which, man, this thing collapsed after, we got the news from the Fed. And we can see here that was a 7.5% drop from 136 down to 126, which that's a pretty big drop. And now since that point, we have recovered a bit. We have seen a V-shaped recovery. We're back over 130, so that didn't last long for Nvidia. Looks like buyers are coming in the high 120s. It seems like every time it's gotten there, the last couple of days, buyers have gobbled it up. I mean, look, on the 5-day, 5-minute, if I pull this up, each time we try and go down a 130, 128, it doesn't last long. I mean, look, back on the 13th, we got there. Then we spiked up a little bit back to the mid 130s. We did that on the 16th, which was on Monday. We opened, dropped to about 130, but then we rallied to about 133. Then yesterday we got down to 126, but then rallied all the way to 131. So it has a hard time staying in the high 120s right now. But, it closed at that point, and we're slightly up in the aftermarket. But that doesn't mean we're necessarily going to hold 130 tomorrow, right? I mean, just because we're at it now, it doesn't mean we're going to hold it tomorrow. So keep your eyes on this thing, guys. It's slipping. We just hit a fresh low on this 5-day chart. On the 30-minute chart, pretty clear that we're in this downtrending channel, which if I draw it out, boom, you guys see it right here. We're in that clear as day. What direction are we going to pick? Do we break out of this channel? Do we slip and go back to the low 120s, break under the channel, start getting uglier from there? What direction are we going to pick? And on the 1-hour chart, we hit a fresh low today as well as of today's aftermarket. And now officially, does that put us in a bear market, guys? Wait a second here. It might. Let's see here, guys. So we hit 126. 153 is the all-time high. So no, not quite yet. 17% drop. 20% is the bear market marker. We're not there yet. But, guys, it's pretty obvious this thing is slipping. 130 is a big spot. We've covered it before, right? That's support for months ago. I mean, not months ago, but for the last 2-3 months, that's been support. And it's a battle right now at that level. It's a straight up battle between the bulls and the bears. We're fighting there. We're at 131 now, but again, yesterday we got under it to 126. Today we got to 126. So if this really starts slipping down to the 120s again, we go under 126, low 120s. We covered this before, but I'll mention it again. 115. 115 is the low roughly from the beginning of October. Then we obviously rallied from that point, but that would be the next gap to fill here on Nvidia. We almost did it today. We were getting close, and yesterday as well. But hey, we'll see over the next couple of days. And if this fills down to 115, it starts going even under 115, I'll be a big buyer of this stock. Like I've said time and time again here on the YouTube channel, guys, and I'm curious where your head's at. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And by the way, if you haven't signed up to the email list yet, which, by the way, it's free, check out the link in the description box. Also pinned in the comment section. I send out my top 3 stocks every Monday, and you guys got to get in there. Again, it's free, link down below. So 115 is a target. Let's see here. 100's a target. That'd be a spot where I'd be going not all in, like an unreasonable amount of my portfolio in Nvidia, but if it got down to 100, yeah, I'd be buying a good chunk. Let's just put it that way, especially under 100, which if you guys have been tracking the channel, that's where I bought the stock initially a couple months ago. Obviously I traded it over the years, but I bought it when it got down to the 90s. You guys remember that back in, when was that? August, I guess. We got down to about $90. So in this window right here is where I started my position. And anywhere near that point, if it gets anywhere near that point, again, I'll be happy to add even more, right? So interesting times, guys. Interesting times. It's funny when you sit back and think about it. Times are crazy right now. We're going through a technology revolution with AI. That's been the driver of this bull market. Inflation was very high. That's coming down now. We had, 2020, the pandemic, which I know we're past that now, but still crazy freaking events, right? Now Trump's coming in office again. What's going to happen with China? What's going to happen with taxes? What's going to happen with inflation, the tariffs? There's so much going on. There's so much uncertainty. And, once you get past one thing, right, then you realize, oh, wait, there's another thing, and then another thing, and then another thing. And then you realize, wait a second, there's always uncertainty in the stock market. Once you're done with one uncertain event, well, there's another one right after, right? We had the election. Everybody was like, oh, I can't wait now till the election wraps up. The election wrapped up, and, well, now we got the next thing, right? Inflation, interest rates. Are we only going to get 50 basis points of a cut in 2025? Oh, no, we were expecting 1%. There's so much uncertainty, and the earlier you realize this, guys, the better off you're going to be. The earlier you realize that investing in stocks, it's full of uncertainty, the better you're going to be for your mental, right? And honestly, for your portfolio, because the earlier you realize that, you come to terms with that, and you understand, okay, my portfolio is going to sell off certain days. It could last for weeks, months, a year or two even. And the earlier you're okay with that, you understand that's the reality, the better off you're going to be. All right? And that's the rant, I guess you can say, for this video to wrap it up. And this is coming after a pretty nasty red day when some people might need to hear exactly what I just said. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Run the likes up. Don't forget to subscribe. You might as well get some free money after a day like today using that Moomoo link down below. Fund your account with at least $100. You get 5 free stocks. Fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more free stocks. And overall, guys, your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY. So what are you waiting for? Use that link or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo, and I'll catch you guys. Cheers in the next video.